What's going on? I'm here. I'm just here doing a late night Madden. Let's see. Who do we want to go against? Giants. No. No. Hell no. You know what? Let's renew that old that old Seahawks-Rams rivalry. Well, it's not very old. It's actually sort of rather new. Rams. There you are. Actually, hold on. No. I think I know the perfect. Where are... There you are, Chiefs. Alright. I am ready. Exhibition? Nah, we're gonna make this shit the Super Bowl. Alright, we're all set. Let's get this Super Bowl underway.
Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL.
All right, we all know the intro. Let's get this over with. So apparently the Jets released Brandon Marshall. Oh, that was a bad kick. That'll shake up the free agent market. And I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Jamal Charles just got released. I think it was a couple days ago. And Adrian Peterson is not going to re-sign with the Vikings are not going to pick up his option. So that leaves that means this year the free agency market for running backs is going to be pretty big. You know, you got big names like Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles. I think might be it. There might be some others. Wide receiver is going to be pretty good too. You got Alshon Jeffrey. I want to say Alshon Jeffrey. I don't remember. I know Brandon Marshall has been released. The Browns apparently have the most cap room right now. Ooh, good tackle by Cam Chancellor there. They have about $100 million in cap room, so they're gonna have some fun throwing away money at some overpaid free agents. Happens every year. It's the Browns' tradition. Oh, we got Spencer Ware up in the tight end position. I was just here to block. Smith on third. He's gonna hit Conley for about 11 yards. 10 yards? 14 yards. Is that? Couple weeks ago, the Seahawks signed Blair Wall. Still wondering what we're doing with that exactly. Oh, it was a good run stop there. The Niners will not. The Niners something about. Oh, I know what it was. The Kaepernick decided to opt out of his contract for the Niners, so he's going to be hitting the free agent market. See if some teams want to give him a chance. But I mean, he did say he's going to stand for the anthem and all that fun flag BS. So, you know, maybe someone's gonna take a chance. Oh, just got it away. I think people should give a chance on him. I mean, personally, I also think that ever since that NFC Championship game against my Seahawks, his career has just been down the shitter completely. But I think with a little work, you know, someone could get a few decent years out of him. He's definitely better than a lot of quarterbacks on the market. We're just going to fair catch that. You don't want that. All right, Russell Wilson, let's go make some magic. Oh, God. I remember how terrible our line is. Man, we better sign some free agents in the this time around. It's getting really annoying watching John Schneider constantly sign all these veteran linemen, these Pro Bowl linemen, and then all of a sudden, only to get cut like right after training camp. And that's not how you win a Super Bowl. When we won the Super Bowl in 2013, we had one of the best years for offensive line, for us anyway, in a long time. And because of that, Russell Wilson actually had time to throw the football, and our run game was actually really good, as opposed to the subpar performances we've had the last year or so. Ooh, it's going to be like a 3rd and 1-ish. I'm really excited for the Raiders, too. Because, I mean, they had Derek Carr not gotten hurt, the Raiders were going to be my pick for the Super Bowl. Because they... Oh, get there, Rawls, baby. Booyah. Because it looked to be like they were going to be one of the only teams that could stand up to New England. Of course, that is after they handed the Steelers that ass whooping in the real AFC Championship. Oh! Did not see you coming. Did not see you coming there, Mitchell. This isn't a good start. We cause a punt. We cause a three and out. We cause a punt. And what do? I go and throw a pick. That's what I do in these games. Every single time I try and play. Oh, shit. Travis Kelce with a clutch catch there. I think it was a catch, but we got a flag. Every time I play these games, I always manage to throw a pick. Oh, holding. I will always take that. We got a 1st and 20 for the Chiefs. We're going to have a bad time. You know, I don't feel for the Chiefs, though, in losing in the divisional round last year. Because, I mean, one of these days, Andy Reid is going to have to learn to manage the clock. Shoot, the year before, in 2015, when the Broncos won the Super Bowl, all they had to do, they had like 6 minutes when they got the ball with down 2 touchdowns, and they take almost 5 minutes to score. Ooh, Bobby Wagner pressuring Alex Smith to throw an incompletion. But yeah, like I was saying, they had like almost 7 minutes to score 2 touchdowns, and what do? They drive down, eat up half of the 2-minute drill, and now they're left with no time, and suddenly they have to get an onside kick. Ooh, Cliff Averill with the pressure to force an incompletion. 4th and 17 coming up. And then again against the Steelers, they were down, what, like 9 points, 6 points, something like that. And they had all of 9 minutes. 9 minutes to win that game. And what do? They waste like seven minutes in one drive. And all of a sudden, now all of a sudden it has to come down to getting the 2-point conversion. Hey, I was like, you better get in that end zone. No, but, I mean, seriously, I was sitting in front of my TV, watching them. It's like, okay, you got the 2-point conversion, but your guy was holding. That sucks, but, you know, it didn't have to come down to that. And then there was still like 2:40-something left on the clock, so all the Steelers defense had to do, or all the Chiefs defense had to do was stop the Steelers. Shit, the Texans put up a better performance, it seemed, at times. And they did, and their offense did pretty terribly. Oh, what was that? What was that? I'm just having a very bad day. What? They really want to score. So I tried to have him lead to Curse, but he throws like this dinky lob pass, and that happens. All right, sideline cash, I'll take that. Now which brings me to the Texans. Texans, another team I don't really feel for necessarily. You spent $72 on a bench warmer. Or $72 million on a bench warmer. You're not going to win that way. No, oh, Cliff A-roll with a sack. Down at the 33-yard line. Now, in no universe is Brock Osweiler worth $72 million. Never. They overpaid big time, and it showed in the playoffs. It really did. The Texans defense, they were manhandling the Cliff A-roll with another sack. They were manhandling the it's totally skipped my mind. The Patriots in the first half of that game, despite the Patriots scoring 10 points in the span of a couple seconds in that game. They are punting. Good job, defense. Force them out of touchdown and field goal range with that. I'll always take that. Anyway, that just makes it stuff like that makes me mad. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. The 10-yard line. And honestly, the Texans got pretty lucky facing a Raiders defense that, let's try a run here. Yeah, let's run. Facing a Raiders team that was carless. Oh, go. Oh, no, we're going to stop there. 3 yards. I might take that. Because that Raiders team with Carr, they were pretty unstoppable. Shoot, they manhandled the Broncos defense, which this year was still pretty good in my opinion.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
3
yards on the pickup, that's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
The Falcons, another team I kind of don't feel for. Not just because they knocked my team out of the playoffs, but also because they blew it big time. They blew it bigger than my Seahawks against the Patriots. They were literally near the 20 with a couple minutes. All they had to do was run 3 times, kick a field goal. Even if you missed, you still would have taken a crap ton of time off. But nope, you pass once. You end up in a 2nd and 10 situation where you don't want to run, but like you want to run to keep the clock running, but at the same time, running there kind of runs a big risk. Oh, was somebody holding? It kind of runs a big risk because, I mean, if you've only get a couple yards, you're left with 3rd and long where you have to pass. Oh, Britt, you failed.
Back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty?
Anyway.
The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down.
Lost my clock. Yeah, clock manager. Yeah, it's that stuff that. Oh, He did not win that. It's that stuff that just makes me mad. Second 12. And then on third down, or on second down, they passed, I think, and Matt Ryan got sacked, like big time, or something like that. And so it was like third and longish, or no, they might have done a run on second down, I think. They got a couple yards, but it was like third and long, so they had to pass at that situation. So when they do pass, Matt Ryan gets his ass sacked. Or no, they're going spewing lies. I believe they got a big pass off, but somebody was holding, which brought the play back big time. And then I think Matt Ryan got sacked. And that pushed him out of field goal range, and like barely any time had gone off the clock. Which in Tom Brady's world, 2 minutes is plenty of time to score like 16 points. No problem, apparently. Opening. Go, buddy. All right. Anyway, the Packers, I kind of feel for them. I mean, kind of in the same boat as, in a sense, as my Seahawks were. The Falcons were just the superior team in the NFC that year. What a game though! What a game though that the divisional round was. Cowboys versus Packers. I honestly thought, sacked. I didn't expect Green Bay to take the kind of lead they did, and when they did take that lead, I thought, oh man, it's over. But I checked the final score because I missed the for work. It was like 30. It was 31-34. I was like, how did it get that close? Well, Mr. Dak made a comeback. Throwing in coverage. Oh, you almost got that. That was almost bad. All right, 4th and 11. Let's kick a field goal. Hopefully, I don't fuck this kick up. All right, let's try this. Boom. Through. We got it. GG. All right, so we are up by 3 with 54 seconds left in the first.
Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points.
The Cowboys, I kind of don't feel for, mainly because I hate the Cowboys, but I mean, at the same time, you kind of can, because I don't know, the Dak and Elliott just had really great rookie years. I mean, granted, it was anchored by one of the best offensive lines to play right now. But, you know, it's still a good year. Oh, Charles tripping up. Jamal Charles is tripping up for a loss. A gain of 2, I think. No, loss of 2. All right. You don't see that every day.
On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
But you know, but like I was saying, the Packers and the Seahawks were kind of, what's that? Somebody on the sack. I'll probably see it later. Because you see the Packers, they totally dismantled their wild card opponent. Pretty much handle their divisional opponent, and then get manhandled by the Falcons. Whereas the Seahawks, they totally dismantled their wild card opponent, only to get dismantled by the Falcons. Which that game really pissed me off. Not because it was a blowout, but because it turned well, not necessarily because of the final score, but because it turned into that. Because one point where we could have easily gone up 17-7 in the first, but that one little penalty on one little measly kick return that had got us all the way inside the 10, their 10, instead got flipped, and we had the ball inside our 10. And that resulted in a safety, and a bunch of Falcons scoring ensued. Oh, Jimmy's wide open. Go, Jimmy G. And it just got out of hand from there, and it was pretty evident that we could not survive without Earl Thomas. Now, that wildcard game I mentioned kind of brings me back to the Lions. I feel bad for the Lions. I kind of always will. I mean, they just have bad luck. Whether it's the the regular season game against us, where you had kind of that weird ending with the batting controversy. Then you had that regular season game against the Packers, where the Lions literally led for all 60 minutes and lost. And you had that disappointing wildcard game in 2014 against the Cowboys, where the flag was picked up, even though it was a clear penalty. You know, it's just kind of sad. But, you know, there always seems like that. Teams, you know, in the NFC it's the Lions. In the AFC it was the Bengals, but now it seems like it's going to be the Texans. How disappointing were the Bengals this year, man? Crazy. Oh, and credit to Jermaine Kearse with that beautiful touchdown pass. And extra point good by Steven Hauschka. The Giants. Man, how lucky did the Giants get? Well, a little bit lucky, but I think they could have. I think they could have had home. I think they could have had home field advantage wrapped up, barring a couple games went their way. But I mean, they just kind of slopped at the end. You know, you had that bonehead loss to Philly. And of course, the Cowboys weren't going to lose another game after being swept by the Giants, but still, they had a chance. I mean, and now it looks like it. You know, after that Super Bowl, it looks like the Patriots are going to dominate the AFC until Brady and Belichick retire. Actually, scratch that, until Belichick retires, because I think even if Brady retires, the Patriots are still going to be doing pretty fine in the AFC. You know, kind of like Packers fine. You know, they don't really get a Super Bowl necessarily, but they're still in it all the time. They still have a shot every year. Because you kind of get that. Oh no, he didn't get that. Because you kind of saw what they did with the Deflategate suspension. They went 3-1, barring it was against pretty subpar opponents, but they did beat the Cardinals on Sunday night. That was a really joyous game for me to watch. Because I was pretty sure Arizona was going to win it, especially when they got down to kick that field goal.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Lockett on the return. Whoop. Should have taken a little better path there.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Seahawks.
But then, you know,
will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate
You know,
what they did last drive when they were able to push it in.
the Patriots, they seem to have this like winning culture mastered, and that's why I think they're going to be one of the most. They're still going to be dominant past the Tom Brady era. Now the Panthers, I don't like saying one-hit wonder because you got he was ready for that because you got teams like my team where you only got one, but I mean at least we went twice. But I don't like saying one-hit wonder, but I kind of think if anything that would fit the definition, even though they didn't even. Oh, we got a 4th down. Wilson with the clutch tackle there. It's like we got a punt. Let's try and aim this a little bit. Doesn't like go like 2 yards and out of bounds. Okay, let's see if that works. You better stop. Oh, you didn't stop. You didn't stop. Anyway. Anyway, I kind of feel for the Broncos too. I mean, they had a pretty strong start. Started like 7-3. They were leading the AFC West for quite a while, but I don't know. Trevor Simeon's the quarterback they need. I think they should try and Charles in the open. They should try and groom Paxton a little bit. I don't really see him much in college, but I heard he was pretty good. Because they keep that defense together, they'll be just fine. Which I think that's kind of the same case for Atlanta, or not Atlanta. Trying to think of another team, Houston. Because, like I said, when Houston played New England, when I was watching that game, I thought Houston actually had a chance because they were doing pretty good. They kind of dominated that first half a little bit. It was just their offense could not deliver at any level at all, and it was just kind of sad to watch. Now we got 2 San Diego teams now. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, Michael Bennett with the it said fumble, but that. So was that like an incompletion or? Hold on. Can I challenge this? I'm pretty sure that was a fumble. That was a fumble. We got a tuck rule alert. No, that rule doesn't exist anymore. That was a fumble. That was a clear-ass fumble. Clear as day. You better not be telling me different. We'll see what the officials say. We got the ref coming up here. Come on, Alex Smith. You know that was a fumble. That was a fumble. What are you saying? That was a fumble. Okay, fine. Fine then. Go ahead and tuck rule me. I don't care. I'll stop him. We got this. Steve Smith coming back for another year. That's gonna be really great to watch next year. Seeing his final year. I mean, that guy's a real class act. I mean, poor guy. I mean, I think the way he left things in Carolina was a little sketchy. So to be able to come into Baltimore and just embrace and just have like a mutual embrace, it must be really good for him. All right, we'll take over at the 39. Try and add on to this lead a little bit here. It's 10-0 right now. However, I don't have all 3 timeouts because... Oh, I didn't take the chance to escape. And Justin Houston with a sack. Houston, a pretty good player. I think, didn't he have like 20-something sacks? Almost 22, like almost 22 or something like that. Just had a, oh. Speaking of, here comes, who is that? Chris Jones. I thought it was going to say Chandler Jones for a minute. All right, 3rd and 23. I don't think we're going to be able to salvage this play. I kind of think we're screwed here. Yep. That went nowhere. All right. It happens, you know. What are you going to do? Probably should have been running it because I've been lecturing teams on running it. And, you know, my team is the Seahawks. You know, run it from the 1. All that fancy shit. All right, let's get Hill. Oh, you juked. Oh, you juked a little bit too much. You went out of bounds, Hill. What you doing? Next year, I think next year is going to be a pretty good year. I mean, I hope it's going to be a good year for us. I mean, we just have to focus on revamping that offensive line. You know, we're gonna get Earl Thomas back healthy. We're gonna get Tyler Lockett back healthy, which is that injury. Oh man, that was just heartbreaking. The poor guy, the poor guy had somebody just fall on his leg in the wrong way. KC has 16 total yards. Holy crap. Holy crap. 15 total yards. What is going on, Seahawks defense? We're bringing the Legion of Boom back. All right, guys, let's go for stop. Let's go for a stop. Come on. Keep this shutout. Oh, Michael Bennett with a sack. Aided a little bit there by Cliff Averill, forcing the roll to the right. And that's his 2nd sack. First one should have been a sack strip, but, you know, what are you going to do? It happens. Now, you see me going to special teams here. I just do this because I like returning from the middle. I don't like returning from the left or right. It's just kind of hard to do.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Tyler Lockett taking the punt. Let's see where we go. Oh, got a little stuck on Kevin Pierre-Louis, and that kind of fucked up my return a little bit. 18 yards. All right, I'll take that. So now we have a new LA team. Oh, go Lockett, go baby. I kind of heard the sort of vibe in San Diego anyway. With regards to them leaving, I heard it was pretty bad. I heard people burning jerseys, all that jazz. We're going to go to Baldwin, diving up for some yardage. I'm sorry, I don't usually do this. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Be a little too. Good stuff going on.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford.
Oh, they do not want me running there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz.
Oh, wrapped up there by Bailey, Alan Bailey, and looks like somebody else got their hands in on there too. What do we do on 3rd down? Oh, we're at the 2-minute warning. All right. That means this stream is almost halfway over. Still holding that shutout. 10-0 lead. We'll see what we can do here. I think I'll try this. This play usually works for me. Just barring that they totally forgot about Graham's route. Well, they did not. They were all over that. That's probably for the better, though. 43-yard field goal. We'll try. Pretty good kick. Let's see what we do. It's up and good. All right. Sort of 13-0 lead.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka.
Oh, how could I forget some of the biggest news? John Lynch hanging up that broadcast, for his which I don't like that because I think John Lynch would be a really good general manager, and the Niners have been they're part of my rival, and I don't want them to be good. I mean, it'd be nice to. Oh, tipped. Oh, we got a flag on the field. Oh, I know what this is gonna be. This is gonna be roughing the passer. Yep. Which I guess somewhat props to Madden for making some of their penalties a little bit more realistic. Because I noticed in past games when you hit below the knee, like hit below the ankle or something like that, you wouldn't get called for roughing the passer. Like they used to be a little bit. They used to be a lot more conservative with calling roughing the passer. I noticed this game that you could barely touch the quarterback below the ankles and they'd flag you right there. Which it's kind of like what they do in real life. If you're Tom Brady, that is. Cam Newton, you could get hit by a train and oh, Cliff Averill with his 4th sack of the game, knocking him out of field goal range. Not that they were in field goal range necessarily. We got Jamal Charles in the tight end position. He's gonna block, then roll out. Smith's gonna roll out to run for it. Oh, shovels it to Travis Kelce for a loss of 4 yards. Don't know what that was. Maybe just to avoid the sack.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Hell yeah, 5 DBs. I'm getting ready for that shit. Oh. Smith's the line of scrimmage there. And they are out of field goal range, so the shutout will continue for the moment. Of course, I'm going to do my my return middle formation. Man, people are getting absolutely tired.
He's been terrific so far.
Oh, the Saints are looking to trade Brandon Cooks. Rumors are that he is fueling the trade talks, that he wants out of the Saints offense, which I kind of don't blame him. The Saints are pretty terrible. Yeah, I'm sure he wants to be on a more winning team. Holy crap, I guess how much time went off in the quarter. But I think I'm okay with a 13-0 lead. I'll take that, you know. I'll take what I can get. Cowboys are reportedly hoping to trade Alfred Morris, which I think is a pretty good idea because Alfred Morris I think he's still pretty good. I don't think he deserves to sit behind a guy like Ezekiel Elliott. They reportedly want to resign. Before they want to resign Darren McFadden. I'm looking at my screen, my stream here, and it looks like there's been a little bit of distortedness. I apologize for that. You know, I'm kind of an amateur at this. I'm just doing what I love. Well, like playing games, talking, all that jazz. Oh yes, I correct myself from long before. Alshon Jeffrey is a free agent.
So that'll do it from here in Orlando. The second half of Super Bowl 51 still to come. As we rejoin
Quarterback market's still pretty thin in my opinion. I mean, you got Colin Kaepernick, I guess, if you want to touch that circus. Oh, Tyler Lockett, go baby! Come on, don't you catch up, Gaines? Don't you dare catch up! In for the touchdown. Pulling a Percy Harvin and returning the second half kickoff for the score.
And that right there, Mr. Davis, was kickoff return number 11 in Super Bowl.
Oh, they want me to go for two? We'll go for two. I think I'll go for two. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go. I want to do stick. I don't like the plays they're showing me though. I want my 5 receiver set out there.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, look at that wide open middle field. They better leave that shit open. Come on. Let's see. They do. Oh, but who is that? Who is that? Tanner McAvoy cannot hang on to the ball. That was a good pass, though. So our lead's going to stay at 19-0. Chiefs will get a chance to dent that lead, possibly make it a 16, 12, or 13-point lead. Chase Daniel is part of the QB free agent market, which I don't think he's going to draw any value as a starter, but maybe he's a bench player. You know, one of those teams that doesn't really have an established franchise quarterback, or maybe looking for some competition, or maybe one that does. Connolly, wide open in the middle of the field, across the middle, all the way down to the 43-yard line. Chiefs finally making some progress on offense. Still haven't allowed 50 yards yet through the total. The run to Jamal Charles gets about 6 yards on the play.
Blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
All right, we got 2nd and 4 for the Chiefs.
To throw on second down is Smith.
Wide the fuck open is Jeremy Macklin, former Eagle. Man, where did that dream team go of the 2010 season? I mean, you got you got Smith, you got Vic, who chose to retire actually this, and you got Deshaun Jackson, who's having a pretty good time in DC, and then you got Jeremy Macklin over here, and LaShawn McCoy up in Buffalo, sharing snaps with Mike Galeese, I think his name is, something like that. It's hard to remember all these names.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. Gained, they can run that play on any down.
At least I think Jeremy Macklin was a part of that team. Oh, it looks like the Chiefs are ready to score. They're getting pretty close. Still on first. It's like right on the cusp where, like, usually if they get a first down, they're going to get a touchdown anyway. Spencer Ware with the run. Chiefs running backs have been having a pretty good time with the injuries. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, it all started with that one injury a couple years ago, and that injury kind of turned into a couple as time went on. Whoa, what's this? We got two receivers wide open in the same spot. Nobody around. But we stop them for a 4th and 1. What are they going to do? They're going to kick a field goal. They're going to opt for the points. Well, they're not too easy because we all know what happens on chip. Oh, get away from that kicker, boy. We all know what happens on chip shot field goals. I, as a Seahawks fan, should definitely know because we live by the chip shot and die by the chip shot. Flashback to 2015 wild card. We lived by the chip shot. Oh, do we got another one? Oh, we don't. I thought I got away from him. I did not. We lived by the chip shot. 2015 wild card round. Vikings chip shot, 20-something yard field goal. Missed it wide left. Flash forward a little bit. Week 6, 2016. We go down all the way to the pretty close to the goal line. We have a timeout. We still set the ball to where Hushko might want it. Closing seconds. We got maybe time for one more play. Timeout. Chip shot field goal. He misses it, which I personally think we should have ran it somewhere. Set the ball somewhere where Hauschka might want to kick it. Maybe we could have kicked that. Maybe we could have got it. You know, you live by the chip shot, you die by the chip shot. That's the story for a lot of teams. My blockers, nowhere to be seen. Thomas Rawls, a mighty 7 rushes for 10 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what?
I'm doing nothing but passing, it seems. Oh, you picked that up, Wilson. You picked that up. Houston picks it up. What's he doing still there? Tackle him. This has been an unfortunate turn of events. What a play by the Chiefs. Justin Houston comes around, forces the fumble. The ball is left sitting there for what seems like an eternity. Nobody catches it. Nobody recovers it. Some people try, but nobody. To no avail, excuse me. Nobody catches it and recovers it. And now Jamal Charles is starting to pick up steam a little bit. We can't have that. Not with this lead.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
My prediction for next year. I definitely think the Vikings. I don't think they're going to take a step forward. I'd say they're going to take a step back, but they kind of already did from last year. You know, they had that hot 5-0 start, but then reality set in, as it does for a lot of teams who start hot. Whoa! Got a lot of traffic in there, but Bobby Wagner with the main tip. Everybody trying to catch it. Nobody caught it. Results in a 4th down. Anyway, like I was saying, as is the case for a lot of teams that start out hot, the Broncos, Ravens, and the Vikings were the last remaining undefeated teams. None of them made the playoffs. Which brings me to the the Ravens. What happened to them, man? They had that really good. I think they had a really good start. They had all they had to do was they had to win that game against the Steelers, which I really think they should have won. But, you know, Ben Roethlisberger had to come in through the clutch. Man, that was a heartbreaker loss for them because that just ended their season right there. But anyway, it's not. Oh, went the wrong way on that. Should have gone around should have gone around left. Went around right. It's not how you start. It's always how you finish. And of course, that was evident in Super Bowl 51, but I think that was also evident in. I think that's also evident in a lot of teams that start out undefeated. Like for instance, the 2012 Cardinals, they finished 4-0, or they started 4-0. They highlighted with wins against highlighted with a win against the Patriots in Gillette Stadium, mind you. But then they proceeded to lose 9 straight. They won a game against, I think it was the Jets or something, and then they lost their last 2 to finish 5-11. Heck, the 0-16 Lions even went undefeated in their preseason. Wide open is Baldwin over the middle. Shoot, the 2012 Redskins. They started out 3-9. They started out 3-6. Sorry, 3-9, 3-6, and they managed to finish. They managed to win 7 straight and went 10-6. Won their division, whereas the Giants, they started at 6-2. Finished 7-9, I think. Or no, they did finish 10-6, but that 10-6 wasn't enough. The Seahawks this year, they started out pretty hot. They started out 7-2-1. Finished 10-5-1.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I mean, I guess that doesn't work if you're the Patriots, really. If you're talking like seasons. Oh, fumbles it. Oh, picks it up this time. Picks it up this time, unlike his last time. But it's gonna be 4th and 2. I'm kind of half focused on this game, so I'm not playing the best that I should. I'm just like going through the motions per se. Kick is up and through, so we're gonna be up 22.
Extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead. And he's been solid as usual.
Well, it was a really dangerous, inaccurate kick, but that's okay. We're still in there. Like I was saying, I guess it's not really evidence in the Patriots seasons because they tend to dominate across the board in those. However, in the Super Bowl, it was definitely prevalent because I remember looking at my dad. I told him they still technically have a chance. I was laughing as I said this. They still technically have a chance. Oh, we got Jamal Charles running away. Taking out by Richard Sherman at the 26-yard line. Suddenly he's at 100 yards rushing. 49 yards. Hear that? 49 yards. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I remember laughing at my dad. While I was saying this at my dad. That all he needed was 2 touchdowns with two two-point conversions and a field goal. They do that. They at least tie it up, and this is barring that the Falcons don't somehow score 1 point, any points in that process. And what do you know? They get the field goal. I'm like, okay, but you still need the 2 touchdowns, 2 point conversions, because there's no way you're getting 3 possessions out of this. Sure enough, it happens. They get 2 touchdowns with 2 2-point conversions consecutively. I'm sitting here like this can't be happening. Michael Bennett with his 3rd sack of the game for our 7th sack as a team. This is just going great for the Seahawks defense. Legion of Boom status, definitely. We're going to like Thomas down and Cam Chancellor for a little bit of blitz. Whoa, we got Tyreek Hill was wide the hell open for a touchdown. Alex Smith threw it a little bit too far, showing off some of his noodle arm there. So it's going to be a 3rd and 18 to go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it here.
Kelsey good for 13 yards. So that's going to be a 4th and 5 for the Chiefs. And again, they're going to have to settle for a field goal, barring we don't block this, which I don't think is going to happen. Because I can never get the quick time things down, like quick enough to actually make the block. But, man, it seems like every other game I play, they block a field goal on me. Or something like that. It's crazy. Black's going to return this one from his goal line. We're going to get to about the 26-yard line. Still got time for one more play. I'm going to be really excited for when Lockett comes back next year, because I've been a fan of him since they drafted him. I know it's only been a couple years, but you know, he's really fast, and it's really nice watching him score twice on special teams 2 weeks in a row to start out his career. Once on his first punt return against the Rams, just zoomed past everyone untouched, and then again against the Bears in the on the second half kickoff. It's just stuff like that I really appreciate. Just any overall sports moment, great sports moment, like, you know, those compilations. That was not a good selection to throw it to. Don't know why I did that. Like I said, I'm kind of half focused here, kind of playing X-Lax, just trying to be me.
You know, he's running that drag route. You are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there, but let's face it, if you're going there, you might.
Here we go to Lockett. Lockett fumbles the ball. Tom Bahali with the clutch fumble recovery somehow gets those feet in bounds. Don't know how that happened, but he somehow got him in bounds as he was picking up the fumble while running to tackle. Did he have them both? Hold on a second. He's out. I'm pretty sure that is out.
Time to spotlight the quarterback, Alex Smith.
That's got to be out. Pretty sure that's out. Can I challenge? There's nothing to challenge. Wait, what? Can I call timeout and then challenge it?
Take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Am I gonna be able to challenge this?
And the head coach reaches for the red flag.
I'm kind of risking it, doing another challenge, but I'm up by 16 points. I'm confident I can score another touchdown to maybe seal this win, because my defense is playing pretty well. Let's see where he covers that. No, I'm trying to debate that he was out of bounds when he recovered that. He was out of bounds. See, there's number 2, guys. Still one thing they can't fix about Madden is those glitches where you know that's not a score, you know that's not a fumble, or you know that's not a fumble recovery, or you know he was in bounds, out of bounds, whatever, but the game doesn't recognize it. Hopefully we can stop to a field goal. I mean, if not, we might be in for a close fourth quarter, barring we can't get a touchdown. I'm kind of hoping we can, but we'll just have to see. Whoa, Jamal Charles with the clutch, incomplete. That's clutch for me, that was. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 24. The Chiefs, they need a touchdown here. They cannot kick a field goal here. So it looks like we're going to be playing 2 more downs at least on defense. Sacked. Michael Bennett with a sack. Are they going to go for it on 4th down? Let's see. They're going to kick a field goal. Going to go up 9, 22-9.
It's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
So that's going to put them up by 13 points. No, it's going to go off the upright. It's going to be no good. Disappointing turn of events for the Chiefs. Now they just got to rely on their defense to play hard, physical, and stop the run. But I'm not going to run it. Mainly because I don't want to, or the ball's going to bounce a crap ton. I don't like running when when it's kind of bunched up like that. And I know I lectured people. I know I lectured teams in the beginning about running the ball. But hey, you know what? Put my money where my mouth is. Run. I failed. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. See, this is what happens if you don't commit early, guys. Now I'm really stuck in a 3rd and 10 situation.
But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, who was that? Number 95. Chris Jones with a clutch sack there to force a 4th down. And KC adding up those sacks too. That's going to be 15 total sacks in the game for each team. Wow, that is crazy. Let's hope we can get a good kickoff. Boom, Tyreek Hill taken down. There he goes. A little delayed there. All right, now we got to hope for the defense to play a little stoppage here like they did on the last drive.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though,
tipped
doesn't it?
and incomplete.
It's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball, but you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game.
I still
I'm sure you always treated the kick.
I should say I'm sorry, I can't talk. I like the fact that they changed the commentators here. It's kind of a nice break from the kind of repetitive Jim Nance talk, because after 4 games, it kind of got, I think it was 4 games, Madden 13, 25, 15, 16. Yeah, after 4 games, it kind of got annoying. I mean, I still don't mind the Jim Nance Phil Simms combo. Unlike a lot of people who seem to be really sensitive about commentators, I personally don't mind it, but it's still a nice break from Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. It's still kind of a nice break from Jim Nance Phil Simms. But I don't get all the hate on other real commentators like Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Oh, it's another. Oh, we got another roughing the passer penalty. I know what it is. What's another one?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels. A lot of people seem to, or at least Chris Collinsworth, that is, a lot of people seem to hate Chris Collinsworth. I don't get that. I like him. I don't get why people think he's so annoying. Oh, we got another lob pass to Wilson. He's going to go in. And he's going to stop short of the goal line. But the Chiefs are going to get the ball at the 1 with a 1st and goal. Chance to go up. Chance to put this game within reach. A little bit within reach. Chance to go up by, what is that? 6. So 16. The chance to go up by, put the game within 9. Are they going to do it? They did it. So right now it's a 10-point game. They're going to go for 2-point conversion. We'll see if we can stop them. We'll see if they... I don't think they're going to hand it off because typically when I play teams that go for 2-point conversions, they pass it just like this. And we're going to see what happens. Cliff Averill with the sack, number 4 of the game. Pressures right there. Well, technically it's going to be his 5th sack of the game for our 9th total sack, but for some reason they don't count any stats on 2-point conversions. It's weird, but it is what they do. Lockett's going to return this from his goal line. We'll see what we can do. Can't really do much. Can return it to the 29-yard line. Some of my favorite commentators were Chris Myers and I forgot the other guy's name, but they usually do the more mediocre NFC games. You know, like when a really good team plays a really bad team. Like last year, he did a Seahawks-Niners game. And on CBS, I kind of like Iron Eagle and Dan Fouts. They're pretty good.
They're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop
I'm running out of things to talk about. Oh, we got Lockett open. And Lockett actually open. Makes the catch, and what are they going to give us? They're going to give us a 1st down. Working that clock. Let's move this out a little bit. See if we can get another run going. We're going to be wrapped up. 16 rushes, 31 yards. Those are some real prime elite stats right there, folks.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Again, Rawls, he's been busy tonight.
Who is that? 76. Jermaine Ifedi totally abandons his post. I get fucked up. Somehow managed 3 yards. Don't know how I did it.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down.
All right, time's a little ticking here. Still winnable game for the Chiefs. Caught Procise all the way to the 40-yard line. Haven't seen much of CJ Procise, which I think next year we're going to see a lot more of CJ Procise because he's doing so well, and Thomas Rawls seems to be a lot more injury-prone than we thought, and that was pretty evident this last year. I mean, I know he had that really bad ankle injury at the end of 2015, but like as soon as he came back, it seemed he re-injured himself right away, and the job fell to Christian Michael and CJ Procise, and of course we cut Michael, so now it's going to be up to Procise, which I think Procise is doing. I think he's going to do a pretty good job. He did pretty good against New England, among other teams. And I think Rawls can sort of be like that sort of Marshawn Lynch type player that, but he won't have near the same impact. But he did have that monster game against, actually motion post ice out.
So 3rd and 7.
Whoops.
And an extra defense.
Sliding for the first down. Somehow gets that over. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to look at this again. Look at this. He gets it. And he just uses the defender's body to just slide over. Let's look at that again. That was beautiful. All right. So he catches it. Tackled. He's got 4 guys. And he just kind of uses the Chiefs. He just kind of glides down over the Chiefs guy over the line of scrimmage for the first down. That is clutch right there. That's what I like about Baldwin. He is so clutch.
And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
I think he's clutch. At least at the very least in this game, he tends to come through in the clutch. All right, time is ticking down a little bit more, so let's get a little run game going. Maybe take this opportunity to give Rawls some more yards.
Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls.
Oh, a little juke action there. Taken down by Eric Berry. Shout out to Eric Berry, having a great season after cancer recovery. I feel for you, Eric. I mean, I can't directly relate to that, but, you know, he's got to be a true inspiration to people. Well, folks, we are officially at 2.5 yards of rush. What do you say we run up this score?
Throwing is Wilson.
Boom, possession catch and in for the touchdown. Got to give one to Jimmy G before the end.
6 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish. And now it's
we got a block here.
Oh, the Chiefs have got it.
Chiefs got it. Remember what I said earlier about block kicks? I knew that was going to happen. I knew as I was talking about it, that is going to happen. And look what happened. We had a block kick. See, every time. Doesn't disappoint.
A lot of time on extra points. The effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
That reminds me, extra points, man. What is going on? You have like almost twice. You have like twice the amount of misses. At least that I've seen this year. So many people are missing. My man Hauschka, he missed like 3 or 4 of them last year. Oh, we got another roughing the passer penalty.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
In fact, there was a day. I think it was week like 16 or something. We had like 10 or 12 misses that day across the league. And oh, that's right. They assess roughing the passer from the end of the play. That's great. So the Chiefs still somewhat have a chance. Travis Kelce's getting a first down there for the Chiefs. Alex Smith has yet to throw a touchdown. We'll see if he does here. We've seen a lot more blocks too for extra points. They're a little bit easier to block, I think, because the kick is longer. Tyreek Hill caught working on Jeremy Lane, working him like a treadmill there. Oh, let's go a little cover 2 for a bit. Oh, we don't have the thing for cover 2. All right. But that's all right, though, because they're going to run Jamal Charles, gain a couple yards there. Michael Bennett with his 4th tackle of the game.
2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back.
2 minutes to go in this game. 28-12 is going to be our score right now.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Jamal Charles in the backfield again.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9.
They're going to hand it off to Charles. Charles is going to get about 4 yards, give or take. 3rd and goal. They gotta hurry up because they gotta get all the points they can get.
Throwing is Smith. And this is good.
Oh, don't you dare tell me that's roughing the passer. He barely threw that. That's gonna be another roughing the passer. That's 2 on this drive. And the Chiefs are gonna get the ball 1st down from the 3.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
Looks like they might get that score after all. Thought they weren't going to have it, but the penalty says otherwise. But they're still going to be down 16. Not 16. They're still going to be down. Yeah, they're still going to be down 16 points. So they still need those two-point conversions. But don't tell me that's impossible because Tom Brady proved otherwise. We all saw it.
This is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the
Now,
scoreboard?
had they kicked the first extra point, they would not have. Oh, Cliff Averill with the sack. That was somehow not flagged. That's going to be his 6th sack of the day. 10th team sack for Seattle. Now see if the Chiefs had kicked that first extra point, they wouldn't have had to try for 2 on this one. So it could have been a 28-20 game. And all they would have to do was stop me once, and they'd have to drive down and get the 2-point conversion, but they would only have had to get 1 as opposed to 2 in this scenario. So now all we're going to have to do is run the ball a couple times, try and run this clock out as much as we can, if we can. Marcel Reese misses the block. What are you doing, Reese?
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
2nd down and 11 from the 44-yard line. We have to get that 1st down if we want to end this game quickly.
They go again with Rawls.
Thomas Rawls going all the way for the touchdown. 44 yards for Mr. Thomas Rawls.
And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
We stretched this lead up to 34-18. We're just going to kick the extra point because why not?
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside it.
They block it again.
And all the defense has it.
They have it again. That's 2 blocks in a row.
Unsuccessful.
I think that was the same guy too, number 23. Beautiful play by him. So now it's going to be a 34-18 game. It's going to stay that way, I should say.
That's exactly right. There's more
but
now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal
but
line,
that's 16 points in a minute and 28 seconds. That's literally impossible, even for Tom Brady. Hell, even for Joe Montana, that's impossible. Well, improbable. Okay, nothing is impossible. Incomplete throw for Alex Smith. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Smith got to hand it off to Charles. Charles spinning around, gets a 1st down. But they're going to hurry things up because time is ticking.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
All alone is Travis Kelce coming down over the middle of the field. Down at the 30-yard line. Jaron Reed, you got to get up there. Smith over to Tyreek Hill. Got to get for 3 yards. 4 yards, I should say. I don't know. That's another thing. They seem to get the yardage sometimes confused. Like sometimes they'll say 3. It'll be 2nd and 6 in this case. Or whoa, who is that? Cliff Averill yet again. Let's sack number 7. Sack number 7 of the game. Alex Smith rolling, looking to throw, overthrows Jeremy Macklin. Over there working on Jeremy Lane. They're going for it, folks. We got a 4th and 13 from the 32. 14 seconds left. Here's your ball game. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That's kind of odd. Like, it'll be 2nd and 6, but they'll say 3 yards. Whoa, Tyler Rubin seals the game for us with a beautiful sack coming in on the rush. Tyler Rubin getting some love amidst that ferocious D-line, highlighted by, of course, Michael Bennett and Cliff Averill. D-tackle's getting some love, and we're just going to run this out in case they decide to call a timeout. They do. They decide to call a little timeout here. It was just neat, though. Anyway, like I was saying, it'll say, like, 2nd and 6, and they'll say, like, oh, gain a 3 yard. You gained 4, clearly, or it'll be 2nd and, or it'll be 2nd and 7. They'll say like, oh, you gained 4 yards, but you clearly gained 3, and or like, oh, you were short, but you clearly weren't, and yeah, just more glitches, you know.
Their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside, and this looks to probably be the final play.
Looks like we're gonna end this game 34-18. Beautiful game all around, especially for the defense, highlighted by all of those beautiful sacks. 7 sacks for Cliff Averill, 4 sacks for Michael Bennett, 1 sack for a Tyler Rubin, 11 team sacks.
Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they? Nope. That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion.
Oh, if only this were true. One can only dream, right? You can only dream, folks. Heck, you could pit the Browns against the. You could pit the Browns against the Niners or the Lions. Actually, Lions would probably be the better choice since neither of them have won a Super Bowl. You could pit the Browns against the Lions or the Jaguars against the Lions. You know. That's the beauty of it. Beauty of it. Excuse me. What a great game. I apologize for my poor lack of commentary skills. Cliff Averill, 7 sacks. Because of those 2 on the 2-point conversions that they did not count. Super Bowl MVP. Easily Super Bowl MVP. We didn't have to end this with a loss. I'm happy about that. Alright, that's going to be it for us. Once this final thing ends. Actually, I think I will show the stats. A little bit of that. Team stats. All that fancy stuff here. 4 turnovers. They won the turnover battle, but they did not win the game. Hardly does that happen. Especially with 4 turnovers. I really hope I wasn't talking too loud. I really do. I really hope this wasn't too loud. I apologize if it was. I've got I'm new at this. It happens. Pretty even time of possession. Only a difference of 50 seconds. Russell Wilson, a little bit under 100, but that's because of the 2 interceptions. Alex Smith did pretty subpar, not subpar, excuse me, a little bit over par. Pretty decent. Thomas Rawls finally was able to break that 2-yard a carry threshold with that 44-yard run. Jamal Charles had a beautiful game. Russell Wilson, not so great because of those sacks. Travis Kelce highlights the receiving. And Tyler Lockett highlights the receiving on my end. Tyreek Hill, Jimmy Graham, Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse, Albert Wilson, Paul Richardson, Jamal Charles, Luke Wilson, Chris Conley, and so forth down the line. Eric Fisher. Entire Chiefs O-line. Terrible, absolutely terrible game. 5 sacks allowed for Eric Fisher working on Cliff Averill. Travis Kelce had a sack again, working on Cliff Averill. And I have no idea how to pronounce that. Probably, I think, working on a Ty Berubin there, who had that last sack to end the Chiefs' final drive. Mark Glowinski allowed 1 sack. I did see that. Mitchell Schwartz with the allowing the 3 sacks, working on Michael Bennett, who had 4 sacks. Jermaine Ifedi, Gary Gilliam. Yeah, I know where those came from. The left side, it was all about that. Total tackles, we got Eric Berry leading the pack with 13 total tackles, 8 assists. 8 solo, 5 assists. Earl Thomas leading the pack for the Seahawks, who had a really good game. 12 tackles, 4 solo, 8 assists. And so forth down the line. I do have this set to archive, so if you want to go back and watch the actual game, how that went, you can. I think I found a way to upload this to YouTube. Michael Bennett with the 4 sacks. Amazing game. Chris Jones had a great game. He was all over me. Justin Houston had a couple strip sacks. A Ty Berubin with the 1 sack to end the Chiefs' final drive. Marcus Peters coming in with a half sack. Cliff Averill with 5 sacks and 2 on 2-point conversion attempts. Interceptions. Ron Parker. Let's sort this out. And Terrence Mitchell, both with interceptions. And over here, pass deflections. Marcus Peters led the pack with 2, and everyone else 1 down the line. Forced fumbles. We had 3 forced fumbles. A couple by the Chiefs' D-line. All of them by the Chiefs' little defensive rush there. Man, they gave me a terrible time. They had a couple recoveries, too. And so forth. Hauschka was 3 for 3, thankfully, on field goals, which I was pretty surprised they would make that he would make that. Given that every time I play, they always seem to block a field goal. Kyra Santos, 2 for 3 on the field goal. One of them being knocked off the upright. And extra points, Hauschka, 1 of 3. Had one of them blocked, actually. 2 of them blocked, excuse me. 33% on extra points, and Kyra Santos did not attempt any, of course, because the Chiefs went for 2 on all of their touchdowns. Punting, you got punting. Returns, we all know about that. Lockett with the 1 kick return to open up the second half, and that's going to highlight our player stats, scoring summary. You all saw what happened. Dominance in the first half. And I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna end it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. All that stuff. I will try to upload this to my YouTube. Also, also called Jerry from Accounting with space bars in the to separate the words. Jerry space from space accounting space. And I think that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Where is it? Twitch. All right.
Just a bunch of poor